Alley of Princesses Save Dragons. It's been a long, exciting, fun journey, but here we are. I'm Jess. I am your DM slash guide slash whatever, and I will be down in the chat as Angry Nerd Girl. So if you have any questions or want to tell me the sound is wrong or something, say hi to me. To catch up on previous episodes, you can subscribe to this channel or check out my YouTube. It's YouTube Angry Nerd Girl. I think I'm the only one, but you'll know because it has, I believe, a picture of a Backle stick, which is what's on this channel. So let's meet our princesses, starting with Honey and Dice.
Hello. I am Honey, aka Honey and Dice, and I play the Gnome Rescue Ranger, Princess Lilani Savour.
Zan Larson.
Hi, I'm Zan Larson, and I play Yrsa, Queen of Snow, Storm Herald, Genasi Barbarian.
Lynn Meyer.
Hello, everybody. I am Lynn. I am playing Princess, also General, Layla, who is a resident gunslinger.
Christina.
Hey everybody, I'm Christina, and I will be tossing you some heals as your human cleric, Mama Socorro.
And lastly, never leastly, Margaret May.
Who is no longer on mute. It's great. So I play your Triton, formerly a merfolk warlock of something tentacled and creepy named Irie.
All right, and not with us tonight because we were supposed to have a finale last week. Is Critical Bard, who usually plays Macaulay. So go send him some love on Twitter for whatever game or family. I think he's doing a family thing tonight. So go tell him how much you love Macaulay and miss her wildness at the ball. So who would like to catch us up on what happened last week and fill in Mama Socorro for an inspiration die?
Not me, I've done the last two.
Not even for inspiration.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll try to do it. I will nobly endeavor. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, last time on Princesses Save Dragons, you might have seen us having an encounter with three ladies in the woods. When they all reassembled, we'd met one before who wore a lot of pink and purple, was very mysterious, and laughed a lot at things that didn't seem funny to us, but showed up in the woods, kept throwing voices around, made us believe there was a captive. We ran into her again, but also two of her compatriots, one Regina, very stoic, lovely queen type, and a Yismelda, who's a little creepier with a very nice nighttime skincare routine. In conversation with them, overall, we realized they had a young orphaned prince under their guard that they were keeping as a pet. And since no one of us is really cool with that, but Macaulay was closest and probably most pissed at that moment, they instigated combat. A large fight ensued, ending in the deaths of Yismelda and Mimsy, but not the death of Regina, who bamfed out of there real quick to what is likely another plane. During this time, Mama was away from the group working on something else with Lord Silky, the wonderful companion of Lilani. And at this point, we have finished the combat and we're contemplating getting some rest. What'd I miss, guys? Or what'd I miss?
Sounds pretty good.
That sounds all good. You get D6 of inspiration.
Yeah.
I will also add that there was a hint that the dragon might not be what it seems.
Yes.
And we have a prince to rescue.
Yes. So, y'all are going to take a sleep?
Mm-hmm.
At least a short rest. And I'm good to sit up and do watch as long as I can grab a short rest in there.
Yeah, I think Layla will help you with that as long as she gets a short rest so we can work on that together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably short rest here too.
I literally don't sleep, so if it helps other folks to get a long rest, doesn't bother me to keep watch.
Considering someone was attacking in dreams, evidently, gonna try and go with as little sleep as I can get away with.
About how long do you think you'll take a rest for? Like an hour, 4 hours, just trying to figure out.
If we do a short rest, probably about an hour.
Okay.
But if Lalani or anyone wants to get spell slots back, we might want to do more. Trying to think of the spellcasters here.
Lalani, what are you thinking? You are muted, my dear.
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Yeah, a long rest would be nice. But if we do a short rest, I can do arcane recovery, so it'll be good.
No, you can do a long rest if you want. Just let me know who is keeping watch in what order. I assume that Aries pretty much keeping watch the whole time.
Always watching with moderate perception.
Well, at least for
Always good.
at least for part of that, knowing that, I think Layla will help out with watch. Like I said, because if she's nothing else, she is very perceptive. So
Okay, Yrsa will take second half of that watch then if we... So, Layla and Yrsa can take turns resting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mommy, you gonna take a sleep?
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. But if someone needs to cover that final watch, I can do that. Come back to camp with Lord Silky.
Okay. So, first watch goes pretty uneventfully. Leilani gets some good rest, untroubled by the nightmares she previously had. Do you have something, Leilani? Oh, okay, you put a finger up, so I thought you were putting me on hold. And by the end of second watch, you roll me perception.
Okay. Who is on second watch? I'm having a blank.
You
Me and Ari.
Ursa and Ari.
I was like, I thought I was first, but
You were
maybe
first.
Okay, I had a moment of uncertainty there.
Seven.
You're the best at watch.
Sorry. 22.
22. Okay, so you are much more with it.
This is why we do things as teams.
Buddy
Yes.
system.
Okay. So, Yrsa, you hear what sounds like rustling. And you don't hear like a stick breaking or anything, but you hear rustling leaves and what you have come to gather as the sound of someone trying to move quietly.
Okay. Yeah, going to stand up, kind of walk around camp and discreetly nudge people who are sleeping. And see if I can get a closer look at whoever's trying to move sneakily.
Okay. A big red tabaxi with a lute on his back comes out of the woods, sees you standing and points to everyone asleep on the ground and goes,
Okay, I've already nudged everyone, so I'm just gonna kind of turn to Ari and go, Ari, I'm just gonna step off for a little bit.
I'll stay here this time.
Okay.
I want none of his music. I love him.
Alright, so I step out.
I didn't want to wake anybody. I just wanted to make sure all you ladies were doing all right.
Oh, yeah, we're doing fine. Had a bit of a scuffle earlier, but we could handle it.
I heard that. It sounded unpleasant. And I heard you aggravated Miss Regina.
Yeah. Well, there are some things you really shouldn't boast about in Macaulay's company.
Yeah,
They found that out right quick.
I saw her take off. She looked powerful, man.
Yeah. She's probably going to need some space.
So she won't be joining us at the ball then?
We'll see.
You ladies still fitting to go to the cabin?
Yes.
Knowing that Regina's not pissed?
I'm not going to leave that child there.
Well, and he leans back and kind of scratches one ear, and his tail starts to flick. Because, well, I can see that y'all are pretty powerful sorts. But my offer still stands to protect any ladies alone in the forest. So if you need me and my band of merry musicians, we will happily join you, one-on-one or as an ensemble.
I appreciate it. And I'm sure they will as well.
How about I just stay out of the way a bit and watch your back, just in case things go. Well, I was going to say tits up, but that didn't seem appropriate to say to a lady, but I've already said it now, so there it is.
I appreciate the sentiment. And it might be a good idea to have a secret weapon.
He kind of gives you a funny look when you say that. And goes, I like the way you think, Queen Ursa. Alright, I'll go tell the boys. Although I'll go ahead of them. They're not nearly as sneaky as I am. Big Ben in particular struggles with noisiness. Alright, y'all get some shut-eye and I'll make sure nothing bothers you while you're sleeping, alright?
Thank you very much.
And then he kind of ducks back into the woods.
Yeah, yours is going to go back to camp, but I assume there's an alarm around. So yours is just going to lean back against a tree outside of the alarm so that she doesn't...
You're on one of the people marked as safe, so if you cross, it's not going to make any noise.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. We'll head back into camp, settle in, and just say, false alarm. It's just Thaddeus offering backup for when we go to the cabin in the woods.
He's surprisingly stealthy for someone who plays such audible music.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive.
What is this? What is this, Thaddeus? What? Rubbing her eyes.
He's a tabaxi that has been our guide through the woods.
Okay. So
He's
If I
he's
s-
part of a musician group, but he's fairly dependable. And Macaulay likes his singing, although I have no idea why.
so if I see a tabaxi musician following us, it's okay.
Yes.
All right. Closes her eyes, lays back down. Puts the blaster away.
He's bright red. He tends to stand out in the forest.
It's like he's quiet, but in other ways so loud.
So the rest of the night passes uneventfully. You all wake up at sunrise, I assume, feeling well rested.
Thought we were taking a short rest.
No, Lilani wanted a long rest.
Oh, never mind.
Yay, grit points are back. Yay.
Yay, rage is back to full.
You could have so much rage.
All the rage.
It's dawn, so mage armor again, because this is how I mark
What?
time.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah. Right.
Leilani is going to wake up like she always does, yawning, stretching her arms and her little sleeping cap and her everything ready. And but Silky has a sleeping cap too. And you know, it's difficult to find like a sleeping cap for a 6.5-foot albino alligator. She has a little sleeping cap, and she starts to do her morning stuff, and she's doing her stretches, and she's going to get his toothbrush out. Go to brush his teeth.
That toothbrush must be huge.
It is a big toothbrush. For Leilani, big toothbrush.
Like her staff.
But for someone slightly. Yeah, and he opens his big mouth, and for people who've never seen this before, it probably is kind of terrifying looking. But for you all are used to it. He opens his big mouth, and she goes in and cleans each tooth very carefully.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
As she sings, his teeth brushing song. She's and everything. She is a princess. She wakes up singing. She goes to bed sleeping. She sings for the animals, but she's
Seriously, I never did that as a princess. I don't believe anyone think this is unusual.
It's outside of my personal experience. Just saying.
And she's gonna see to herself, do her whole, makeup and stuff as she gets ready. But she's got it down to a pack. It's not taking hours when she gets ready in the morning. And she touches her armor. Fabulous! And it turns from a nightgown to her actual little ranger armor. And she says, okay, so what is the plan for today? You've got the ball to go to. But first we've got to go get somebody's finger or heart or whatever and save a prince and a dragon. So how are we prioritizing this?
I say we save the prince and the dragon first. The ball is not for another couple of days.
Okay. But where will we keep the dresses? We put so much work into making the dresses. Are we going to just leave them here and then come back and get them?
Maybe store them in town if that's safer. I don't know.
Or maybe one of Thaddeus's crew under pain of death can watch over the dresses.
Or maybe on, a promise of something nice that's not, death, because they play bad music, but it's not that bad.
I was being rhetorical, but I understand how you might think I might have been serious.
Yes, I've seen you do some very amazingly terrifying things. And so I just thought maybe where you're from, that's where you do. I'm better off dead. I go watch my stuff. Like that. I don't know if that's...
I tend not to use that one very often, but when I do, they deserve it.
Yeah. Mama, it's time to go. We have to go save some people.
I am so ready. And for our prize, for the unsuspecting person that is going to watch our dresses, may I suggest bread?
Yes, we have so much bread.
It's an endless resource that is, it makes so many people happy.
Yes. I have an idea, Mama. After everything, let you and I go back to the castle, find that book, and burn it.
Yes.
I don't think that should be allowed to exist anymore. There's too many carbs.
Speaking of bread being a reward, maybe Lilani's animal friends could watch over the dresses?
You see the Lani just light up. She's just standing
it's gonna happen
in
again.
the right position for the sun. She kind of starts shining down. And she goes, do you want me to ask all of them to come and watch the dresses?
Yes.
I kind of want to see this.
Want is a strong word, but go ahead.
Yes, please.
Please.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and burn a speak with animals. As she goes to the corner of the forest and she says, good morning! And just holds a note and holds out her arms as she tries to see how many animals will wake up and come scary. Just some mice, some squirrels,
Roll me a d20.
That's an 18.
Add your charisma to that.
That will be an 18 plus 2.
Okay, so 20.
A 20, yep.
So yeah, you get rabbits, squirrels, a badger, some field mice, and an owl. No, not an owl because it's first thing in the morning. Some birds. And a total of 20 creatures come
And there's
flying or
Rabbits,
hopping
mice,
or
birds,
scrambling
badger.
towards you.
How does this happen every time? And this is Yursa coming from an environment that's mostly snow and ice and has very few animals, and it's just like, how are there so many? How is it every time? How?
Well, she's very hard to say no to.
And she's got pieces
I can
of
see that.
bread. And she's just sitting there laughing and giggling. And, oh, is that really so? Good morning. It's so nice to see you, Brother Badger. Oh, field mice. Oh, I know you. Your cousin works in the post office at home. This is so nice to you. Oh, so come, these are my friends. And we have a favor to ask you. Lord Silky gives such a long-suffering sigh. But she's okay. We're going to go on an adventure to save that boy. And we're going to go to a ball afterwards. But we need the best of the best of the best, which is why I called you, to come and watch over our dresses. Is this something you can do?
Yes, Milani, yes!
Oh, I am so. And then afterwards, after the ball, I wish I could get you into the ball, but it's an invitation. We will have a big picnic, and we will celebrate together. She just looks at everybody. Yeah, go do it.
Did you mention the bread?
I do remember. Okay, and in return for watching the dresses, you can have bread. So
And
much
just-
bread.
Everyone
Dump
except the
the bag
badger
out.
looked very excited.
And she looks to the badger. And you, I will get something special.
Like, okay, Milani, it's just for you.
Oh.
I'm always grateful for short help. This is awesome.
Honey has a moment. She's like, okay.
Layla, when you say help, you suddenly hear high above you a voice go, help, help.
Okay, that's not an echo.
What?
Oh, the blaster's coming out as I take a look.
No, no, no.
Get my hands ready.
Did anyone else hear that?
Yeah.
That everybody who was listening heard that.
Oh, good.
What constitutes listening?
If you weren't, I mean, I would say everybody heard it.
Oh.
Lilani
Okay.
might have been distracted by talking to animals.
If I see the blaster come out, I'm getting
Yeah.
the fire off.
Axe is out. Already
Yeah.
looking to where this thing is coming from.
Give me a
Yeah,
perception
I'm-
check.
Okay. That 24.
Okay.
17.
Nope.
What is it?
Oh, sorry. Embarrassing.
Okay. I was
Um,
like, you might have got it.
It's a 9.
Okay.
I'm groggy, okay?
You're not a morning person.
Here, I'm groggy.
You don't sleep, and yet.
I'm just always. I'm a teenager. I'm cranky in the morning.
You're 16. You're not a child anymore.
I'm not a child anymore.
You see a large black bird standing
Oh.
on a tree branch.
Heck no.
The Nani, if she sees people get on edge, she's going to look at the forest friends and then look at her other friends and she's going to go, I think it's time to move away from the campsite.
Yeah, but
Whatever
you know what?
it is, just move away from the we just walk like we make it chase us.
But third time might be the charm.
Can we not put all the forest little people who have come to watch us in danger? I'm just going to move off and then you can insult the bird to death.
You know what? You make a point.
Catch it.
As soon as it sees that you notice it, it takes to the air and flies away.
Okay, I'm running after it.
Okay.
And I was gonna say that if I can push up and levitate towards it and try and catch it, she's gonna do that.
So levitate isn't fly.
Yeah,
So if
it isn't
Flying.
right.
You would be like run levitating, so I feel like you would only have so much momentum.
Yeah, this is a forest though. Could I possibly push off of trees to get enough momentum, or is it going too fast for me to feasibly do that?
What's your run speed?
40?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that. It flies too fast.
Darn.
I'm just saying, it has a fly speed of 50. You'd have to be springing yourself like a dart to catch it.
Yeah.
I think
Can I
Layla's
insult it
just-
as it flies away?
What'd you say?
Can I insult the bird as it flies away?
Yes.
Please
What's the
do.
range on your vicious mockery?
Hold 60. So it
Okay.
would probably be quick. But yes, you have a very abrasive personality. It's an attack roll. Oh no, it's a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Number to beat is 16.
It got a 9.
Yes! This is what I do. I insult birds.
So again, how does the bird die from shame?
Teenagers can be so cruel with their taunts.
Does it explode? What does it do?
You know what? I wasn't. She wasn't focused on trying to kill it. I'm not trying to backtrack to not do damage here. She wasn't trying to kill it, but it.
Just one
I like
hit
to think it sort of thinks about it, and then like almost like a balloon a little bit at first, and then explodes.
Okay.
Is it a purple cloud of smoke this time, or is it like bird bit?
It is a purple cloud of smoke.
Okay, no giblets.
Volani has just whispered to the birds, "Look away, darlings, look away."
Well, that was unexpected.
Well, at least those birds know that that's not an ordinary bird. They've seen it before. All
Yeah,
the
I
animals
think
seem to
so.
know what that one is.
And birds don't normally do that. So that would be weird for a bird to be smoke, right?
Wait, what did you say?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Darlene, that's weird.
Sorry, I went there for a second.
Birds do not
And-
normally become smoke.
Birds don't normally turn into smoke when you insult them. But this one does. And then comes back. Or there are more of them. But I think it came back. It had a name, Corvus?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that bird.
I could tell. Just remind me to never get on your bad side.
You have to worry about that.
The voice of Birdsplosion.
Oh, jeez Louise. I love this cantrip. Oh.
All right, so how are you going to find the place where they live?
Well, I could always try following the direction the bird was flying.
That's a good thing.
As the crow was flying.
Roll me a survive check, please.
Yeah, I can do that.
And you can
14.
like add what? I was gonna say,
14?
add a d6 to it since you got to follow the bird.
Mm-hmm.
So not quite advantage, but
18.
Cool. So yeah, you have a good idea of where to go. You've tracked things before. This isn't your favorite area of tracking things.
Layla did just, complete a separate mission through the woods too. So if you want her help, she's happy to offer assistance.
Oh yeah, Layla, you might know exactly where this cabin is since it's pretty known as where like the ladies live.
So yeah, I'm just, wasn't the focus of what she was doing, but her little allies in her mission probably talk to, because they're local. So,
And once you probably see the direction that Yrsa is heading, you probably
Like-
know.
oh, that place. Oh,
That fucked
Yeah.
up place.
yeah, that place is just. Oh, yeah, I know that place. All right, we got this.
Okay. So yeah, you can find it fairly easily. Almost like if it had been bushy and brambly, but as you approach, the path kind of clears.
Okay.
I would like to cast when we see the house. I'm gonna cast something, but we haven't seen it yet, right?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Do I spot any smoke or anything like that?
Any what? Smoke.
Smoke.
Give me a perception check.
16.
Okay. You don't see it, but you can smell something acrid.
Okay.
You see apple trees, and you can smell like acrid smoke in the air.
Huh. Does it seem to be coming from the apple trees, or
No.
no? It's
It's
just
to be coming
ambient.
Mm-hmm.
This whole area doesn't really quite smell right.
And as you continue, you get to what looks like a fence made of peppermint and a cottage that you would swear was made out of gingerbread. It has, you know, a gumdrop door handle, frosting shingles.
Why would anyone make a house like this?
It can't be up to code.
What happens when it rains? Like a lot.
Exactly.
The whole house? You
I'm
make
gonna
it
cast.
Lilani is just going, this is a horrible waste of peppermint.
What are you casting, Mama?
I cast Find Traps.
Oh, that's good. So, you see that licking the peppermint acts like when you lick a post, basically, you get stuck.
Oh, that's evil. I love it. Hey, everyone. No eating any of this. No
And-
licking, nothing.
And you see little patches of what looks like dirt ahead. It would be hard to distinguish without Find Traps from regular dirt. It appears to be ground cookies. And it actually acts sort of like a very dry form of quicksand. So if you stepped in it, you would shoop down.
Anything that looks like food, normally I would say go for it. But today, no eating. None.
No sweets before dinner. Got it. Okay.
That's right.
Does traps, Find Traps reveal magic as well, or just traps?
It does reveal magic. It
Like alarm
let's
spells?
see, like alarm spells, glyph of warding. It would sense it, but it would not.
Like, undo it, yeah.
No. It would like reveal that it's there.
Got it.
You don't have to say what it is. You
Okay.
just say something weird over there.
Okay, cool. So you also get the idea that the house is alarmed in some way, not in a like necessarily causing harm way, but maybe just a making the owners aware of someone's presence kind of way. Or keeping intruders in a place to be found kind of way.
This woman is a very powerful magic user, so it makes sense that she would have wards on her home and her possessions. So be very, very careful what you touch, what you run into. Whatever you see, it might not be things are not as they appear.
Got it.
Lilani is going to kneel beside Lord Silky and pet the top of his head and run her fingers down his ridges. And you see this faint lavender glow and kind of sparkles goes across him, and she's putting mage armor on her her crocodile, and then she snaps her fingers, and you see that dinner plate sized dragonfly that's green and blue and sparkling turquoise and so on flutter into existence, and she says, I don't ever understand the idea of first buy some property and then let's go waste a lot of money on a whole bunch of food ingredients when everybody is hungry in the village and build a house. Like, there is so much wood. This is a waste of food, a waste of sugar, a waste of... And what kind of peppermint is this? Animals pee on the fences, but there's no pee anywhere on this peppermint. What kind of peppermint is this? This has to be evil peppermint.
You can inspect it if you want.
Absolutely not. This is nasty. Okay, so we go in there. I'm pretty sure she knows that we are here. Because she kind of wants my heart, and I kind of want to like take off her baby toe or her pinky or something, and put it in a box and see how she likes it. But only like a pinky at this, so she can go somewhere and get trained to be better. What is the plan? What do you want to do? Do you want to go in? Do you want to investigate it? Do you want to ask her to come out? Do you want to go try to sell her some bread? Like, what is going on?
You know her better than I do.
Might have the princeling in there with her. That would be a reason not to blow it up.
Harry, I am so proud of you. You are learning so very well. This is right. We do not blow up the house when there is potentially a friendly in there. It's very good.
Does she need to be the one to make sure that he's not a bird anymore? Or can other people do that? Like, do we have to keep her alive long enough to get her to change him back?
No, I was informed that it was a polymorph spell, that it can be broken by another magic user.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
I'm saving a dispel magic. Just for him.
All right.
I brought some cookies just for him.
Oh.
Just taking a look at this house. Seems to be made of gingerbready or whatever. Does that include the roof?
Yes.
So,
but you can inspect it closer if you would like.
I would like to inspect it closer.
Okay. Give me an investigation check, please.
Oh, that'll be good. 17.
Okay. So you see that the roof and the walls, hey Katie, are not actually made of gingerbread. It appears to just be an illusion.
But what kind of substance is it made out of? Is it wood?
It appears to be a wooden house.
Okay. So that makes a lot more sense than it did a minute ago. But also, while a little bit more difficult, I could make a second entrance in the roof for us to get in. Or for us to do a two-pronged attack.
I think you're in an important phase in your personal character growth, but I think this is a moment where you should make this decision. And we will all support you.
If we are going in...
I'm unsure how to take that statement.
I'm just saying, I think that you are a queen, you are amazing, you are fabulous, you are wonderful. I think if you say, I want to smash a hole in the roof, we're all going to support you. Now, we may
I want to smash a hole in the roof. I'm just wondering if we want to do a two-pronged attack, so if anyone's coming with me.
I will happily come with you if you would like some backup.
All right.
Mama, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, let me buff you first. Yeah? Yeah? Okay,
Sounds good.
I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope. You all have advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws, just in cases. And you'll get maximum hit points for mini healing. So.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mama.
You're
And that's,
welcome.
that's for Ursa and Layla or for everyone?
Everyone.
Oh, shoot. What was that? Beacon of Hope?
Beacon of Hope. Everyone has advantage on your wisdom saving throws. And your death saves, just in case. And that's for a minute, so let's go.
Oh,
Yeah, Yursa was gonna boost Layla up onto the roof and climb up afterwards.
Thank you.
And that leaves Mama, Lalani, and Ari as the bottom part, the people left on the ground.
Ari has
Okay.
a moment of being torn about which group to go with, because she's just like, I just shoot things with insults, apparently. But,
She's going to do, if that's the case, then I'm going to do Pass Without a Trace on Lalani, Mama, and Ari to get a +10 too.
Stealthiness.
Yep, and it is first against this faint lavender sparkly thing that swirls around everybody and makes a shh sound, and she looks excited. You get a +10 and cannot be tracked except by magical means.
Nice.
Beacon of Hope only lasts a minute. I figure we're gonna be doing this pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Getting up onto the roof, and Yursa's going to try and find a good spot quickly and start carving a hole.
Okay. Let's see.
At least one of the groups
Give
is
me
bound to be a distraction.
A stealth check, please, everyone who's trying to be sneaky. I assume that's folk on the roof.
Yeah.
On the
Yep.
roof or on the ground?
It's like trying to be sneaky,
Anyone
but
who's trying
if
to
not, we'll make a
sneaky, give me a
great
check.
distraction.
I'm guessing
Uh,
Team Ground Control is, like, stealthing, because... Or
Yep.
are we... Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
try and find a window or something and see if we can't
Oh.
see the prints or something.
So
20.
15.
21.
Okay. Yeah, you are all, she rolled like garbage. So, because she rolled a 4. So, you
Yeah.
are all super duper sneaky. As you dig,
I kind of imagine that she's kind of like using her axe to pry up a section of roofing
Okay.
tiles.
so that sounds like that'll be hard to do sneakily. So you won't have much time for that. Before you
Yeah.
detect it.
Should I roll at disadvantage on the sneaky thing? Because I feel like it might be.
I was just doing that to get you on the roof.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this will be difficult to do sneakily, and I was like, if it doesn't end up being sneaky, it would be a great distraction. So let's go.
What's everybody on the ground doing? So you're trying to look in windows and stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna go full chismosa and go look in some windows.
Lalani has her bow drawn, her arrow knocked as she sneaks around. With Mama and Ari as the most, I guess, adorable reconnaissance team. Just, it's like Mission Impossible music, but played with bells.
Like the music.
Yeah.
Are you touching the windows or just looking into them?
Just peeking in, I am wary of all of this.
Wait, could I mage hand something to touch the window and see like testing electric fence style, like poke it with a stick, but not in my actual hand?
I mean, sure, you can do that.
Oh, that's an encouraging DM voice. I'm a pick up a stick with mage hand. I really think about it. Do we see anything through the window first, like as looking in? Because I don't want to like stealthy tap it if she's like right there looking at us.
That
Would be
would
funny.
be hilarious.
I would be so scared. My heart can't handle
right there. I jump scare you.
It's the jump scare, but from the Snow White ride at Disney World that they like edited because kids were getting too scared.
Or the Madam Mim. Boo! So you look in and you see a pretty messy cottage. There's herbs like hanging from the ceiling. There's a lot of bones and skulls hanging. There's a lot of cages suspended, some on the ground. Some of them have skeletons in them. It's hard from out here to tell exactly what they're skeletons of. Some of them seem to be humanoid. Some of them appear to be animal, like with longer skulls. You see a red bird in a cage that is hanging over, not like over a fire, but like near where there's a pot in a fireplace, and kind of in a cage next to it, and these are like steel bird cages. You see a small reddish dragon, like very tiny.
Do all three of us see this?
I would say whoever is looking in the window sees that, and standing in front of a big cauldron in front of the fireplace pit, stirring in a pot, is a hooded tall figure in black. Also, give me a perception check, anybody looking in the window.
17.
16.
Lilani is keeping an eye out for anything outside. Like she's behind them too as a very tiny sentry as they look through them.
Okay, you also see a wall of potions. They're purple, they're fizzy. Some appear to have the labels like ripped off or like smudged. On another wall, you see old books. And below the books on a shelf appears to be multiple ornate boxes. And each box has a heart with a knife, like a heart with a knife as a locking mechanism.
Nope.
And you see asleep on a bed, a big fluffy pink cat.
Is the cat purplish at all?
No.
Oh.
It just looks like a Persian cat that is somehow pink.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
There's 3 beds in there, well, 2 and a hammock, and it seems to be on the bed that's closest to the potions.
That's cold.
Lilani, give me a perception check while you look around.
It says a 13.
Okay. So you see a whole bunch of ravens in the trees and some deer. But the ravens aren't doing anything weird. The deer seem to be doing that deer thing where they like kind of approach and stare and then leave. And not much other movement You do hear at one point a crash, followed by sorry, sorry, sorry.
Okay. So what
But that seems to be coming back from the direction that you came.
Yep. She's like, okay. Harry and Mama, how's it looking there?
Well, first thing, Sheik does not keep a tidy house. Yikes. Second, there's bones everywhere, there's cages everywhere, and I see the dragon. And there's a little red bird that I think might be the prince we're looking for. But she's there, and she's very busy stirring some awful soup, I'm sure. And there's accoutrements from all of the other ladies in that house, so we must be very, very careful because I'm certain that it doesn't do anything good.
Sorry about that. Did I just switch identities with money?
But I have fixed it.
Sorry. A question for the DM. As we're scoping out the interior of the house, I know that I have friends on the roof who are making a door into the house through the roof. Over what are they over the cauldron? Are they over the dragon? The hammock, perhaps?
We've already started, so we have no way of knowing.
Yeah, Ursa, which part of the roof would you have gone to? Would you have gone to a corner or right in the center?
I said whatever space looked the best.
How close to a chimney looks the best?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think she would have chosen one or other of the two ends. And if it was near the chimney, it would be in one of the corners. Yeah, I have a feeling that she'd probably think it would be easier to pry things up around the chimney.
Okay. So if you're near the chimney, roll me a d4.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Say odds or evens.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna say evens.
Okay.
Sure. All right. 2.
Okay. So, would you rather be on the side of the chimney with the books or with the potions?
Books.
Okay. So you were digging right over the bookcase that has books.
Yep. This is a great idea.
Of the things to land on, one of the more stable.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, it's like an improvised ladder down.
Yeah.
Are my friends about to dive into a mystery pot?
And while you're up there, give me a stealth check, please.
For wait, who is that?
That's for
Okay.
Ursa at disadvantage because you were digging.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
I'm gonna stay clear of that axe, but I am gonna keep, her safe.
Is that?
Considering at disadvantage, not too bad.
You didn't
10.
need to roll.
10.
So she got a 1. But with your 10, those of you looking in the window see the robin and the dragon suddenly look up.
I would like to use message. I'm double checking that message won't F up everybody's day. Hold on. Yep. There is a question of whether it's solid, if I can cast the spell through a solid object if I'm familiar with a target. and know it is beyond the barrier. There is a window that I assume is solid, but I'd like to message the Robin.
Okay.
Essentially say,
You did have a brief interaction with him, so you are familiar.
and I do know the Robin is there if windows can be trusted. Not a guarantee. The fence is creepy peppermint. But to the Robin, little one, don't be afraid. We're going to come in and try to help you. You can reply.
Nice.
And you hear, Hypatia? Is that you? Have you come for me?
What? Who is this kid? Love this. Okay. Message again. Not Hypatia, but a friend if you need a friend.
I've been stuck in here for so long. Hypatia's my... Well, she's my owl. But she turned me into a bird so I could learn how to fly.
My heart. This seems perfectly normal to her. It's like, all right, cool. You have an owl that turns you into a bird, whatever. Like, we will help try to find out where Hypatia is and get you free from your cage. But stay quiet for now.
Mimsy's gone, and I'm worried that Regina's gonna eat me.
We will try to prevent that. This has been motivational messages.
What's your name?
I am Irie. Decides to skip the rest of the title. Just Irie.
They call me Penny.
Hi, Penny. I have some friends making noise above you.
Yeah, they're loud.
And Irie's gonna sort of mentally, like actually, but also mentally just look around at all of her friends and say to the little bird, try to be brave. We're coming to help. It's okay to be a little scared, but be a little brave too.
Well, I'm brave. I've got Lucky here. He heard your friends upstairs too. Lucky helps me be brave.
Good. We'll help Lucky too. And like pretty much out. The end of message tone. I don't know. It's like the Skype turning off noise. Cool. I mean, I'll nudge Mama to be like, that seems like the child, and the child is friendly with the dragon. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Well, now that they know that we are not here to hurt them, perhaps we'll have an easier time getting in?
Oh. Okay, somebody is going to have to give Regina's attention so someone can go in and keep the dragon and the bird. Because we need to get them removed from a dangerous situation before we take her down. Okay? Because people like her do not care about who gets hurt in the way.
I have an idea for her, actually, to take her out of the way, but I would have to go in. I prepared Banish today. There's no guarantee it would work, but
Okay,
we could put it in, banish her, and then get Penny and Lucky and run. It's better than nothing.
I could hold person if that doesn't work. I could try.
okay, so we go in and we're like, surprise! Would you like to buy a insulting phrase here?
Would
And
you like to
then-
buy a bread?
One bread, please.
And then you just poof, she goes away. We get them out, we give them to Thaddeus and the band. We get the kids over to Thaddeus and the band. And then we set this whole cookie, this monster thingy on fire. Meanwhile, Ursa and Layla help us to keep Regina in case she pops back. That she doesn't stick on very long. We get her beat her down. We're like, you did a bad thing. Stop it. And then, yay, we got to a boat.
I'm also worried about whatever is in that cauldron. Layla and Yrsa might be incredibly useful in case it's not a potion she's brewing.
Okay. And if the hold person doesn't work or the banishment doesn't work, I'll just shoot her and we'll figure it out from there. She really doesn't like me.
Just make sure you are safe because she was looking for you, Lolani. So, be
It's,
careful.
it's something that they say back for the people I work for. We never fail to do what's right. So, we've got this.
Irie starts to head for the front door.
Yep.
Not too aggressively, but with urgency.
She's, wait, Eri, you forgot your pie. We have to give you some bread or something.
Irie reaches into the bag and sees if I could find something pie-like. Should I roll for pastry?
Yeah, roll me a
Yeah.
percentile die.
Get an empanada.
Why should it be like a pizza? I'm just confused.
It's a pie.
22.
Okay, yeah, you get a pie.
Yes!
You
Got a
get
pie.
A mincemeat pie.
Woo! Not meat, but it is minced. I learned that. Walk up to the door. Cool.
Is anyone still looking at the windows? Or are you just backing her up?
Okay, Mama, do you need to go inside or can you do it from the window?
Let me check. 60 feet range. So,
Small
I
cottage.
could do it from the window.
Yep.
I could do it from the
Right, yeah. Is it possible to ready an action in this situation? Because we're not an initiative. I don't want to
Yeah,
bug.
you're fine.
If I see that banish doesn't work, I want to cast hold person.
Okay.
If that's a possible thing to see, like if it's possible to see a spell not work, I don't know.
I mean, you might see her flicker and then not, and then stay there or
Yeah.
something.
A sign like that. If I see that, I will immediately attempt to cast hold person. But for now, I'm holding pie.
Oh, pie. Best new spell ever.
Okay, so you go up to the door. Are you knocking?
Sure. Let's knock. Unless, wait. Right before I do, I'll be like, Mama, do you have the guidance? Ask for a hit of guidance.
Yeah.
If you got.
Ask for a hit of guidance.
Like asking for allowance before you go out. Can I have $1 to go to get
What
something?
if I get lost? I need to take a cab home.
All right, I'll just kind of cup your face with some guidance and just say, "Be safe, Miha,"
Oh.
and then I'll go back to the window.
All right. Got the pie. Got my guidance. Let's go. This is gonna go great. Knock on the door. Just
And just point of clarification, Lalani is hoping that with this distraction, by the time Ursa makes it through the roof, they'll get a surprise round, even if we're directly faced with her.
Yep. I was gonna say, Layla up there, do you see what Aries doing? Are you keeping a lookout or are you helping dig in the roof?
I don't know how much that axe is doing, so I may keep my hands safe from the axe. So until we can get through, keeping watch, make sure there's nothing happening. So, depending on where we're positioned relative to where they're knocking on the door,
Mm-hmm.
I might be seeing them.
Okay.
I'm sure.
You could definitely hear the knocking.
Yeah, okay. I might peek over and be like,
Okay.
just to get an idea of what's happening.
And
Like, oh, the pie. Where did they get
Mama,
a pie?
you see, as soon as Irie even walks up to the door before she knocks, the hooded figure turns and looks to the door. So she comes and opens it, and you see a young woman with pale skin, black hair, and yes, may I help you? Are you selling pies?
Yes. I noticed your lovely apple trees and thought for some time the occupants of such a lovely, tasty-looking home might like my pies. The first one would be free, of course, if you wanted to try.
Oh, I love apple pies.
Oh, well, I didn't want to compete with you, so this one's just a mincemeat pie. But I could certainly try. And for someone who lives in such a wonderfully delicious home, I'm sure you have great taste.
Oh, how lovely. Do come in, come in.
I'm in danger, y'all.
Please, have some pie. Why don't we share this beautiful pie? And Roberta.
I think Layla's gonna see that and walk back over to her friend to be like, "We gotta really make this quick." I don't think we have a lot of time.
Let's see. Okay. I have a fun thing. So are you walking in the house?
If there's a moment to do an Arcana check, if I'm about to like step on a magical trapdoor, I'd like to avoid, but otherwise,
Yeah, you can do a check.
nope. I will be as alert as possible. But sure, Arcana check.
So you get, roll me a check.
14.
Okay. So you definitely sense that the door has magic on it, but you
Okay.
don't sense any traps.
Okay. Cool. All right. I will walk in, and I'm trying to move very graciously and slowly and carefully and scan my surroundings and enter the gingerbread house.
How many hit points do you have, Ari?
I don't like that question.
No, that's not a good question.
I have 61
Okay.
for now.
Okay.
Cool. Yay. This is gonna go great, guys. Folks, this is nice knowing you. All right. If I'm going out with pastry, and I'm okay with that.
There's a quotable.
Okay. Cool.
So, Mama, you see this young woman take the pie, do something with her hand, and then have a puzzled look on her face. And then just put the pie on the table and go, let me get some plates.
Okay. As soon as she like turns to get some plates, I'm gonna look at the window and like attempt to wink. And when that doesn't work, just do the like, this is the signal. Hand jive or something. I don't know. I'll do the Caribou net. I'll like do one of these.
Okay.
Nice.
And I see the ear. I'm gonna cast Banish on this lady.
Okay.
She can make a charisma save.
I
All
also
right.
think this might be the point where Ursa has gotten enough of the roof up that she can see inside.
So she got a 22 on that charisma save.
Oh, that's a save.
And
Oh
at this point, I'm going to say, Ari, your held action goes off at the moment that Yrsa rips through the roof. So do your held action.
Cool. The held action was hold person. It's a whiz saving throw.
Okay.
16.
That's a 20.
F.
I'm rolling really well, except for on sleep, apparently.
That's
I rolled a whole bunch of ones.
All right. That's what I must do. Cool.
And so now, Yrsa and General, you can see down into a hole. See, Ari. Are you jumping in through the hole?
Yep.
Oh,
And hopefully I can get an attack off.
Yeah, do it.
okay. Because I know what I'm going to do, so...
I mean, granted, this person doesn't look exactly like what I expected, but Ari looks like she's in trouble and scared.
Like, nothing worked. I'm 7. All right.
So that's a 16 to hit.
No.
Ooh, that is...
Do I,
Do I get my second attack, or
Yeah.
is that...
You do. It's a surprise round.
Okay. What was that? 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Awesome.
And I did not say rage this round. I think it's possibly because this was a bit rushed and surprise attack.
How does our target react to that hit?
How much damage does she take?
14
Okay.
cross damage.
She is pretty pissed off.
Because
Somebody just ripped through her house and hit her with an axe.
well, Layla's going to back up her friend's awesome work and take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. I mean, she's still salty about that orphan comment. So, I have to grab the right die. That is 12 points of damage from the first one.
Okay.
And if she's still up and about, she's going to take her second action, and that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And that same exact damage roll. So it's another 12 points of piercing
Nice.
damage. It's like, don't mess with her friends, don't mess with the orphans.
All right, friends, let's roll initiative. She goes, I thought we were having pie.
I know exactly how I want to respond, but I'm last in the initiative order, so I can't.
21.
I said she might be last, actually, because I now am rolling badly.
Nah, y'all, I'm last.
Okay.
Here's Maddie, initiative 4.
11.
16.
And she got a 7. Cool. So, General, you are up.
Oh, goody. Yeah, so Layla really doesn't like this one, so I think she's going to continue with what she was doing. Yeah, because I wasn't there, so for the other conversation about trying to banish her or anything like that. So we'll just try to dispose of her the way that seemed to work before. That's a 24 to hit.
24? Yeah, that hits. Damn, you are so good at this.
Gunslinger. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second one, see, you said that, and so I rolled low. It's not a misfire. It's probably just going to miss. That is a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
See, it's because you said that.
I'm sorry, I jinxed you.
That's okay. I'm going to assume that maybe a foot slips or something on the roof. Icing, erstwhile icing. That's really ineffective grouting.
Lilani, my dear, you are up.
Okay. So Lilani is going to see that nothing worked. She watches in quick succession Mama's and nothing happening, Airy, and Layla's in there. Ursa, help me out, just position-wise. Is Regina it whoever that is, between them and the cages? Or from a room direction, are the cages to the side? Like, is she blocking the way to the cages?
She is, because she was sort of close to the door, then went to kind of the table.
But Yrsa and Layla would actually be in between her and the cages.
You would.
Yep.
I was going to say, do you want me to draw a map?
We can do
I just needed to know where they were, because Lilani is, again, her goal here is to get the kid, the bird and the such out. So I need to know.
So if you're looking through the window or through the door?
She's through the door. Lilani was following.
Is between you and the cage with the robin. You can. Okay. She's kind of like right in front of you to the cage with the dragon. Yrsa came right down, like right by where the dragon is.
And so, do you remember that Lilani also has those vials that she took off Esmeralda's body?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that it's clear. And she's going to run in, her little legs slide between Layla's legs so that she's within range. Or is Airy before her? I'm trying to get an image. Whoever's behind you, you'd have a tiny Lilani sliding between your legs.
It should be Airy because Airy was in the doorway. Yeah.
And she's got her bow drawn. You see Lord Silky is running in behind her, and the dragonfly is hovering. And she's going to say, because it doesn't look like Regina, but she's testing Sunny. Yes, who? And then she's bonus action, Hunter's Mark. And then she's going to attempt to stab her in the knee with a dagger. Just slide to stab her in the knee with the dagger. Let me try to roll this. Where did my stats go? Dagger attack, I get a +6. And my familiar will be giving me the help action. Okay, so that's a 16 plus.
I drew a map.
Awesome. 16
Can you
plus.
see it at all?
Oh, yep, there it is. Yep.
Okay.
This makes sense.
It does.
Okay, cool.
So for the dagger attack, when she's trying to stab her in the knee, is 16 plus 6, so 22.
That hits.
All right. Let me roll. 1d4 plus 3. 2 is 5 plus a d6 from Hunter's Mark. That's an additional 6. So 6 plus 5. That's 11 points of damage. From just she sinks her And it's a pearlescent little knife. It's got little butterflies carved into it, and she stabs it in. And then a fun thing about a familiar is that a familiar can cast a spell. If it is a touch spell, you can touch it, you can do it through it.
That is correct.
So, through her little hovering dragonfly, it darts closer to her in the face of this person, and she's going to use Chill Touch.
Ooh.
So you see this blue and green dragonfly suddenly like turn reverse colors, like an X-ray. Just like black with the glowing outline, and it's a ranged spell attack. Is it ranged? It's supposed to be touch.
No, it's weird because it's called Chill Touch, but it's actually ranged.
Okay, so
Chill Touch is badly named.
I took the
It also
wrong
does not
one.
do cold damage like you think it would.
No, it doesn't. I took the wrong one. We're going to retcon that.
Okay.
The familiars there is just for the help action.
Okay.
For whoever, basically, Evie is holding its help action forever. Whoever's after me. So
Okay.
we'll get the help action. So I'm just going to take my second attack with the other dagger. So you see one dagger flip out and slam into the knee. The second dagger flip out.
Do they all
that's
have
not
bows
gonna
on
hit.
them?
Huh?
Do they all?
Yes. Yes. The second hit does not hit. She misses.
How much does she miss by?
I got a 2, which
Oh,
is
okay.
2 plus 6. 2 plus 6 is
Okay, you're good.
a hit.
You didn't get a 1 or anything, so I don't
No.
have to
And she's just
make things interesting.
misses. I'm assuming it gets caught in the skirt. And she just goes, for Silky! And he's going to lunge forward and get his attack. And he gets, yeah, that's not going to hit. He lunges forward to bite, just snaps short. And is there, and that's going to be her action as she says, remember what we are here for. You know, as she's literally knee level to this woman with a dagger buried into her knee and her other dagger hand at the ready.
Love it. So Ursa, you are up, and Lord Silky is helping.
Well, that is a good thing. Going to rage. Because she's seen these witches change into all sorts of different shapes. There's only supposed to be one person that lives in this house.
Well,
You're to
then
believe
where's
she
Marie?
knows exactly who this is. And is going to attack twice, but with the Tundra Rage thing, she can give each creature 3 temporary hit points within a 10-foot radius. So just try to figure out who's all in there. I know Lalani is. I'm not sure if Ares quite in that range though.
Pretty close. Not sure I'm quite in melee with the Big Bad right now.
If you were sitting down to have a pie, yeah, you are.
I was definitely in melee range of the pie.
Okay,
But-
so yeah, you're there.
Cool.
Okay, so Ari, Lalani, Lord Silky, and Ursa will have 3 temporary hit points. And going to attack twice. And I'm still keeping in between her and the cages, because that seems like the best thing. It's 3 temporary hit points. Okay, I don't believe that first one hits 16.
Nope.
No, it's a natural 18, so that'll be.
That
Total is 25. But anyway, it's that'll be 10 points of frost damage.
Cool.
Well, 12. 12 points of frost damage because raging now.
Ah, yes. Cool. All right. And it is her turn. And at this point, she is going to attack Ursa. And probably not hit. Let's see. Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Okay. So you see black lights stem from her hand. She says, "Oh, you shouldn't have come for me at home." And you only deal half damage with weapons that use strength.
Quick question.
Since it does frost damage, does that even affect her axe?
Don't you add your strength modifier to that?
Oh, so half the strength modifier then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or half damage with weapons that you attack with strength. So any melee weapons.
Well, yeah, but technically it only attacks with the frost rather than slashing or piercing or anything like that.
But it's
I mean,
still a strength attack as opposed to a dex
Yeah.
attack.
okay, so half damage. That'll be fine. I'll just hit twice as hard.
Lilani, how much HP were you asking me about?
It was Ursa's thing,
Oh, okay.
the 3 extra.
And now it is Iry's turn.
Eldritch Blast, please!
Do it!
Alright. I'm easy to please here. Alright, so it's 2 bolts at this level. So rolling number 1. That is going to be, what's my bonus now? That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is rolled a 6. It's plus 5 because of Agonizing Blast. So 11 force damage. Second bolt. Less good. That's going to be a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
Not so much. All right, cool. Then I would like to summon a tentacle. You know what?
Tentacles everywhere.
Let's be creepy. Let's be creepy. I'm gonna summon it out of the cauldron. To look around and lash out. Hold on to this witch, and we're gonna do an attack roll to attempt. You'd think I would have memorized this by now, but an attack roll to attempt cold damage. Let's do cold damage. Yeah. So that's gonna be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
All right, cool. And it's a D8 of cold damage. That's 5. So 5 cold.
So 5 cold plus the, what was it? For the Eldritch Blast?
Oh, the Eldritch Blast, the total was 11.
Okay.
And 5 cold damage.
Okay.
Ooh. And the tentacle stays around.
Okay.
I like to think it like, and then gets back up to like thrash around a little bit.
Mama, you are up.
All right, I'm going to choose a spot in the hut, and I'm going to cast a magic circle. So it is a cylinder of just like, let's see, 20 feet, 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy that surrounds my friends and the tentacle. And I'm going to choose themes, and it affects them in the following ways. They cannot willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. They have disadvantage on attack rolls against targets inside the cylinder, and targets inside the cylinder cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature. So, you tried it today!
I love that because that has to be so precise that it has to literally be cutting right in front of Lilani where she is attached at the dagger. Just right in front of it like a wall of magic.
And you would see the dagger suddenly was going to glow with some glyphs, as a protection magic will glow with glyphs of anywhere it hits. So ceiling, wall.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah. And you kind of see Mama in the window just like...
I love Mama.
It's just kind of like in my own house, really.
What a mess.
General, you are up
All right.
with your adorable kitty cat.
Yes, I have to apologize. The lighting got weird because this one, he's an old man cat, and he tried jumping on my lap and missed, and like flailed, and I don't know if he unplugged something or turned it off.
We love old man cats here.
So he like couldn't get himself up onto my lap, so I was trying to not yelp from the claws. So I was paying attention, but I was trying to not be in pain. So the magic is having an interesting effect. I just saw her do something really not nice to, Yrsa, and it's like, all right, I know what's been working for me, so I'm going to keep doing that.
It's
because
a gun.
It works. She seems just as susceptible as anybody else, so I'm gonna take a shot. So, that one's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
All right. And why did I lose my die? Time to take a shot. That is 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I have a second attack, and I'm really invested in seeing this orphan get free and that dragon, and I don't like this woman. And I don't like what she's doing to my friends. That was not okay. So I'm going to spend a grit point and take a violent shot.
Ooh.
With my second attack. So my dice agree. That's a 26 to hit.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that means I get to roll an additional weapon damage die. So let me see here. That is 19 points of damage.
Whoa!
It's like, you need to learn to not keep people in captivity.
That is a big gun. Okay. Lilani, you are up in your protected circle.
So question, with the protected circle, just mechanic-wise, would she still get an attack of opportunity if I back up?
No, she can't enter it.
I think Lilani's going to take a moment, remove it. She loves the fact that she just stabbed her in the knee and got completely ignored. So she removes the knife, twirls it, sheathes it, and she's going to take a few steps back. Just her dragonfly is going to stay hovering as she backs up with Lord Silky, who just moves in tandem with her. And then she's going to draw her bow and take a shot. She's trying to back up far enough to not get her penalties.
Sounds good.
For rating. Melee. So, first attack. That's a 19 plus 6.
That hits.
Alright. And That is 1d8 plus 3, and I already hunted marked her, so 1d8 plus 3. Oh, where's my 1d8? Okay, that's a 4 plus. That's 7. Plus this d6. 5, 7, 5. Is it 12? So 12 points of damage from that bow, and it is one of her specialty clockwork arrows. So that is poison damage. So yeah, 12 points of poison damage from the first shot. And then her dragonfly is going to dart in, and this time use correctly Shocking Grasp. All these sparkly tendrils of electricity circle around the dragonfly, and she says, "Okay, Evie, give her a kiss." And that will be the sea of words. What's another? 11 plus 6 is 17. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Alright, so 17. And you take 1d8. Additional 1d8. That's just 1 point of lightning damage.
Okay.
But it cannot take reactions until the start of its next turn, which I think is right after me.
Right after Ursa, actually.
Oh, right after Ursa, so.
Cool.
I was wrong. It's 2d8. Wait.
Add another D8 in there.
So 1 plus 6. So that was a full 7 points of lightning damage. And she just goes, "Okay, how about now? Is your memory getting jogged now?"
As she's shocked, you see the facade of the young woman drop, and she looks, she flashes first into, the woman in like her 40s or 50s with the dark makeup, and then becomes older, hunched posture, and then the young woman again, and then she's old again and wrinkled and hunched forward and just looks really mad.
There's that beautiful face.
And Ursa, you are up.
Oh, lovely. I get to attack this now with half damage. Okay. Still gonna take those 2 attacks, still raging. Alright, that's 23.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm gonna go ahead and roll the second attack. 21.
Yup.
Okay, so that would have been a 13, but it goes down to
What's that?
a 6, and another 13 that goes down to 6.
Okay. So, with that second hit, what happens? How do you want this to go?
Oh no, it's with the axe. So the first hit, the frost just starts to skitter across the clothing, but the second hit hits more in the central body masses, and she just starts becoming ice
Ooh.
and then shatters.
Yeah.
Love it!
That's so metal.
I love that this entire thing was like if there was a fight scene in a princess movie, from the glowing glyphs everywhere and the electricity and the bolts of like just the tentacle.
The very animated classic princess fight sequence.
In the ice.
And do I feel that magical effect kind of lift, or is it still there, the half damage thing?
That is gone.
Okay. Just making sure that it wasn't a time thing, that...
It's a concentration spell, so as soon as she's gone, it is lifted.
Okay. Yeah, that hasn't happened in a while.
Nice work.
Milani just looks proud. He's like, you did not get it. And we did not have to blind or deafen you or anything. I told you your plan was wonderful. And it ended up so great. And I'm just so proud. And airy. Look at this. You are so charming. Here's my bite. Would you like my bite? You got invited in. You know, she goes over to the nearest piece of furniture that has cloth on it. And she's wiping her dagger off on that. And then she inspects it, tucks it back in, and then marches her little self over to the bird cage.
Yeah, yours is gonna lead down towards the bird and try and open the cage.
The tentacle's gonna relax and sort of coil up like a snake sunning itself until it dissipates after a minute. But I want to like see if Mage Hand can help with the cage arrangement at all. If it's on a hook, I'll unhook it and bring it down.
Okay.
Yeah,
you can do that. To open it, Ursa, give me like a thieves' tools or sleight of hand check, unless you just want to hit it with the axe.
No, I don't want to hit it with the axe, but I'm gonna try the sleight of hand. If not, I'm gonna try and like possibly force the door open or have somebody else do it if I don't. No, I'm gonna try, and I rolled 4. So I'm going to just say I might not be the best person for this. If I try and break the cage, I feel like I might accidentally hurt Penny, and I don't want to do that.
Delaney has to go to the window. Does the window open, or is it just a pane thing?
It opens.
She's going to go up, go find a piece of furniture to push in front of the window, climb up, push the window open. Mama, we did it. She turned to eyes.
I saw. I don't want to try and fit through this window, so I'm going to come around the door.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know we're finished in here. I think you're just coming, you know.
Don't want to, you know, Winnie the...
Oh, no, because we don't know, you know, these windows are filthy. I don't think she cleans. So.
No, I don't think she cleans at all. It's disgusting. All right, I'm gonna roll into the door.
From outside, you can see that all of the illusion that was on the house and the grounds is gone.
A mess. When you have to use an illusion spell to make people think that your home is inviting, that's just very sad. All right. Yeah, I'll come in to the house and want to take a look at that cage, if we can.
So Ronnie's going to go to the dragon cage, and when it is my turn, she's going to speak with animals and try to...
I want to take a moment at some point to message the little bird again. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Okay, so Lilani, as you go over to the cage, you get a feeling in your mind of excitement. And just like happiness. And you feel lucky.
Do I feel lucky or do I feel lucky? And just... Because I think the dragon's name is Lucky. Okay. Hello.
You feel fortunate.
Alright. Oh, hello, Lucky. You look like such a lucky, fortunate little dragon. What is your name, precious?
The dragon purrs
Aw.
and burbles up against you, and you get a vision in your mind of a key hanging on the wall by the door.
Okay. So she's going to say, oh, look at you, such smart. Oh, one moment. She's going to let them keep messing with that cage. And she just watches over to go to the key on the wall and take the time to go get that so they can have their moment with Penny. Like, she doesn't want to take this away from them. Like, it looks like it's a...
Give me an animal handling or nature check if you're come back to this dragon. Yeah, Lilani.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Sweet. So this dragon is very small, like smaller than any you've seen. It's also bright red and has a big stinger on its tail.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that this is not a baby red dragon.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fully grown pseudo dragon.
Yep, she's gonna come back over and there's gonna be a moment where she's looking at the dragon and she's gonna go, "You're just grown as can be, aren't you?"
He gives you a vision of a person traveling and him peeking out of a pocket.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And then
yeah,
the word convenience pops in your head.
you're just pocket sized. I am too, kind of pocket sized, depending on how tall my friends are, so I totally get it. So I've got this key, and I just figured we'd sit here and watch them try to free Penny, because they've been working so hard to find him, and then we'll just give it a few seconds, minutes, and then we'll go over there and give them the key. Thank you so much for taking care of the boy.
You feel like lightness and hear laughter in your mind.
She's gonna settle. She's literally going to sit cross-legged in front of the dragon cage and watch. Just at this point.
So, the rest of you, what's going on over there?
Well, Layla's finally shimmying down into the house and like landing, like climbing down the bookcase. Like, all right, now what? You know.
So, Layla, you're taking this cabin.
Wow, what a dump!
I know, right?
Like, have some pride.
What an interesting smell we've discovered.
Exactly. Oh.
While some of the, I imagine someone's going to be trying to open the cage. Someone perhaps with more dexterity than myself. But
more dexterity than me as well. I tried, and I think I almost broke the lock.
I will happily try, but I'm gonna message the bird again because I'm not gonna assume it can talk to me regularly. But just sort of and wave and like make the eye contact, be like, and message, "It's me. I was the one who was talking to you, little friend. We're going to try to open the cage now, if that's okay."
Please, thank you. Just keep me safe from the cat.
Right. The cat.
Yes.
I start looking for the cat.
I was going to ask if Lord Silky can be looking for this cat.
Oh, the cat's still asleep on the bed. The cat has not moved.
then Lord Silky has not taken his eyes off of that cat because it's not a normal color. Okay. It's a cat.
Yeah, we'll also be watching and kind of like readying a catch the cat action if it turns into a problem.
I would like to say that Lord Silky is holding an action that if the cat looks like it's going to run towards the thing or act aggressive, he is going to attack.
Okay. So, is anyone besides Ursa going to try and open this cage?
I mean,
I'll go for it.
yeah.
Sure.
Or is anyone going to notice that Lilani is just holding the key hanging out of his head?
Well, just as an FYI, my passive perception is 18. So I may notice what's going on and just chuckle.
Okay, passive perception is 14. Going to keep an eye on the cat, but going to try and force the cage door open. Just keeping a hand on the cage door, so hopefully it doesn't break the cage entirely. Yeah, gonna try and do that.
Okay. Roll me a strength attack.
Strength attack, athletics,
Or are you trying to, like, yank it open or, like, break it?
just kind of trying to break the door. I imagine it with the cage, it isn't terribly strong. I'm trying to break the lock so I can get the door open.
Okay. Then yeah, just roll me straight, like, athletics. Sounds good.
Okay. Okay. 21.
Yeah, you yank that lock right off of it. And Penny's like,
Okay.
wow! And he starts nudging his head towards the door.
Okay, just open it up. And then taking a look at the
he
cat
starts
again.
flying around your head, at which point the cat kind of looks up and stretches.
You stay right there. I've got my eye on you, cat.
Wow.
Can Lord Silky roll?
I got my eye on
intimidate?
you. Don't.
Tentacle also looks at the cat.
I'm so afraid of this cat.
I don't want it to eat the bird.
We love real cats. That cat is scary.
I think he's real.
But evidently this is a polymorph situation, so we should be able to dispel it, maybe, possibly.
Mhm.
Pointing to the bird flying around.
Can you help?
Yeah, let's see if
Yeah.
Mama can dispel the spell. You might
Hold
want
that
to
a
land
finger.
on the table first.
Yeah,
I've got the cat. I've got my eye on the cat. Just
You don't
I
want to
don't
fall.
want the dispelling to be happening while you're flying. You might fall, and
And Penny goes, "Oh, right. I'm so used to flying. I forgot that as a boy I can't fly."
Okay. When he lands, I'll cast Dispel Magic at 4th level.
Okay.
So if polymorph is cast at a higher level than 4th, I need to make an ability check.
No, you are good. You cast that, and suddenly sitting on the table, you see a very slender, lanky, knobbly, blonde boy wearing red clothing. And he kind of looks at his limbs and goes, "Wow! You're a better wizard than Hypatia, or at least as good as her."
Oh, sweetie, when was the last time you ate something that was not a seed?
Well, sometimes they gave me potions to see what they would do. I was an alpaca for a few minutes.
Sit
Oh,
at
Mom.
that table. sit at that table. We will just see what we can cook up because this is unacceptable. And I'm going to start putting bread down. You start with that. Start with that. And I'm
Is that pie? And he
There is a pie.
puts his face in the pie like he's trying to peck it.
You have hands now. You have hands now. You can use your hands.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Lonnie is going to go ahead and unlock the dragon's cage and just. Okay, now his needs a bath and a good sleep and so much. And Mama is already going to feed him. And she's been having a whole conversation with Lucky about this whole adventure. And then, do you know what happened next? Can you imagine?
And Lucky is like totally digging everything that you're saying. Like Lucky can't talk in a typical way, but is responding in images in your mind, basically.
Oh, yes, everybody. Oh, hello, Precious. Hello, Penny. I'm Princess Nalani Sapor. That is Lord Selkie. And that is Evie Boudet. Everybody, this is Lucky. He is grown. He's fully grown. This is not a baby. So
Very, very tiny for a fully grown dragon.
he is the fully sized for his type of dragon.
And Ursa, when you say that, you get an image in your head of a suitcase and with the word convenience stamped on it.
Conveniently sized.
Yeah. See, that's what I've been telling people for years, but still they're like, oh no, gnomes are little, gnomes are short. I say, no, gnomes are pocket size, we travel easy, we don't take up much room, but still they charge full price for a hotel when you're only going to use 1/4 of the bed, if that. Just like, everybody.
Meanwhile, yours is like 7 feet tall, getting more uncomfortable with this conversation as it goes on.
So Iris is like halfway between the two of you because trains are like 5'1"-ish. Yeah. While this is going on, I'd love to do sort of a sweep and see if there are other living things in any of the cages. I know I saw a bunch of bones, but live things or live-ish thing. Curious. If investigation, perception?
Sure, investigation.
Oh, okay. 18.
So you don't find anything in the cages, but a lot of the plants that you at first thought were dried seem to actually be growing, like on the walls or hanging down from the ceiling. Like
Oh, that's really cool. And ideally, as this goes on, I'd like to investigate the books and like see if any of the potion labels are legible. If there are any that look full, I might lift a few. We'll see. But I'm just shopping. Please continue with the.
I think Layla would help you with the check out this place and see what's there, because it's really interesting. But she's also like, that can't be all that there is that needs to be checked out. You know.
So the books have a lot of spells in them. You also see a journal that is basically like why Merlin is a hack and Mimsy is the greatest.
Here for it. Let's go.
And then a lot of like fanfic, I guess I would say, of like Hypatia Carabas.
Okay, that's surprising.
Irie has never read fanfic before, so the concept is new and delightful.
And then you see a couple things about Carabas that are crossed out. And you see what seems to be almost like a burn book.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You see some royals in there, and then Carabas referred to as a fugly slut.
Wow, she really.
Carabas refer to herself as a.
As
search. I'd love to keep an eye out for anything having to do with Queen Joan and Queen Joan's sibling, who is older and more qualified, and anything about Penny's potential destination, point of origin.
Okay.
But that's a bit of a reach, but I'd love to keep an eye out for that.
So you find a couple things about witchcraft in the neighboring kingdoms and curses cast on the Pendragon line. Basically, like failed infertility charms and stuff like that. Something about Penny's father trying to turn into a dragon and failing. And like a note, consuming dragon eggs will not turn you into a dragon.
Good to know.
Consuming fire snake or salamander eggs will not let you breathe fire. And what seems to be a log of failed experiments. And you see more of those near the potions. You see several potions that appear to be of healing, but you would need to check them to see if that is in fact the case.
I would like to pack them safely to check them at a safer location.
And several that just have pictures of animals on them.
Yes, please. Particularly if I can tell what animal it is. Yes. Okay. Thank you. For this shopping episode.
Can we crash the party and turn everyone into animals?
If there's a punch bowl, I just start.
Yes.
I'm not chaotic. Shut up.
Yarso will help with spiking the drinks if you go in that direction, just saying.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm definitely banging around in the cupboards as well, looking for anything edible.
You see a lot of cured meat, some fresh meat that appears to be kept cold with some kind of spell, and a lot of herbs and lentils.
All right, soup it is.
Mama, before you start cooking, can I set up some time to identify the stuff to make sure it actually is what it is, and that we're not accidentally eating somebody that they put in there? It's just meat. Or can I do a nature check or something to make sure that it's actually not?
Yeah, I have identified too. Do you want to split it up and go check it out?
Yes,
Okay.
we can do that.
Good point. Really creepy. Okay.
I just,
Yours is gonna stick by the boy and kind of ask Penny a few questions, especially possible family members to contact.
Okay.
This owl wizard, witch person.
Okay, so first you were doing identify on the meat. Roll me some identifies. Or no, you just cast it. You just see it. So some of the cold meat appears to be heart belonging to some type of animal. It's unclear if it's a pig or humanoid or a deer. You could do a survive check on it to really be specific. Then you also see some venison and squirrel.
Okay. So honey is going to push the venison and squirrel meat towards Mama and just look at the other meat, and she's she knows, because with a 16 survival, she knows she could look into it a little bit more, but she really doesn't want to. It's and I think, Mama, based on maybe you've done some too, I think maybe we just stick with the stuff that looks like it came from a forest and just maybe burn.
Yes. We should start a pile of things that we want to set on fire.
Yes.
Maybe outside?
Yes, that would be wonderful. And
Okay.
Ursa, you see, Ursa is doing so good now with the children and so on. It is so impressive.
I see. Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to go. Lilani is going to be contributing to this by taking out the stuff that needs to be burnt, and also getting Thaddeus in attention. Thaddeus and all the people in the woods.
Okay. Irsa, so you were talking to Penny.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Do you know how to get in touch with Hypatia? Do you know her? Did she send you? She wears a blue dress when she's a person, but sometimes she's an owl.
I don't know her personally. We might be able to send a message. I'll have to talk with my more magically inclined friends to see if we could possibly send a message without having seen the person.
Okay.
But even if that's not the case, if you know where they live,
Mm-hmm.
we can probably send a message to their home.
Well, she's staying in the tower outside of Sir Kevin's. I think he must be really mad that I've been gone for months and months.
Okay. We can certainly send a message to that tower. And we will also be on the lookout for Hypatia. And in the meantime, I think you should probably stick with us until we can get you to Hypatia.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm sure that as soon as she can just pop in and out of anywhere. But she didn't know that she didn't know where I was.
Going to have to see about the range on magical messages. Lilani might be the best person to send one. Usually back at home where I live, we send things through wind elementals sometimes, but I just don't have... Not with me, but perhaps Lilani or Mama has something similar.
Okay. You're all so nice. It's so nice to eat with people who aren't threatening to eat me. Or feed me to the cat.
Well, I am very sorry we were not here earlier. You should not have to deal with people who say things like that.
Lilani is walking in and out each time with her arms full of stuff, and she will stop to confer with Fluffy occasionally. Does this need to be set on fire? Like, should I just burn this one? Is this a good thing to burn? Waiting for a yes or no. And then walking out the
Lucky's pretty much telling you to burn, like, everything. Especially everything in the boxes.
Those are what freak her out the most. Is there any kind of, like, notes or names or anything on those boxes?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's...
Layla will take
They're
them
each
out
different
for you.
colors. Like, they have gem inlay on them, and they're all different colored gems. But apart from that...
are they locked boxes or just easy to open?
Hmm?
Are they open, like boxes I can easily open? Or
if you remove the little dagger in them, you can open it.
She's going to look at one to confirm. Is there a heart inside?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she's going to slam it shut. Normally, I feel like a guilt or sadness, and I'm still a little bit guilty or sadness, but I think when your heart is that dark and black and full of hate that you have to take the hearts of others.
And keep them as mementos?
But I do know that if she got my heart, she'd have to get like a smaller box, and it'd probably be so pretty. You know, it probably has like the best jewel on it or so on. Because if not, I would come back and I'd be like a ghost, and I'd be like, oh no, I really need you to put an amethyst in there, girl. You know what I mean?
I'll help you get rid of these.
Yeah.
Layla's gonna start gathering them up because that's just some Sith stuff there, and she does not like that.
as you go outside to burn them, you see that Thaddeus, Big Ben, Brother Fold, and Billy Blue have all congregated. And Thaddeus, like, looks like you handled that queen right quick. Can I help you ladies with anything?
Yes, we're going to burn some stuff up. If you want to make a pile.
Well, what do you know? I always thought this place was candy. Shows how much I know.
She was just trying to hide that she was not very good at keeping house. It was a mess. It was awful.
Did you find that dragon what you were looking for?
Oh yes, he's grown.
Well, I thought you were looking for a little red dragon.
We were, but just because something is little, it doesn't mean that, it's a baby. That was an assumption on our part, and probably from the description of other people, they were like, oh, it's small, it must be a baby. No, he's grown as grown can be. You should have heard some of the jokes he was telling me. Oh my goodness.
Are you going to be in trouble if you don't come back with a genuine red dragon?
To be honest, I'm just really focused on saving things and people that need to be saved. I have done my job.
But for real, are
I'm
y'all
gonna-
going to be in trouble if you don't come back with a for real red dragon?
You know what? We can worry about that after the ball because so many things have been coming to interrupt it. This thing, their attitude, their being bad, but everything will be fine. I think maybe this is not the dragon we were looking for if there is a baby out there, but we'll find it because it's what we do.
Come here. Come with me.
Okay, I'm going to work with you, but you do know that if anything weird happens, I am armed.
Oh, I wouldn't lay a finger on you, ma'am.
I was not very worried about you. I was just in case you take me to somebody. I hear your friend on the woods there. I don't know what that's about, but
I just don't want to frighten the boys, ma'am.
oh, okay. And she's gonna look. Elele, I have to go take this walk with this giant.
Is everything okay? Can you trust him?
You can bring one
course.
of your friends with you if you feel you need backup.
If I brought a friend with me, it would be because I want to share information, not because I think I need. She points towards Sophie.
I'll take care of the bonfire. You do what you need to do.
Okay, and make sure you tell Ursa that she's doing a great job. She's doing so
I will.
wonderful. Yes, and Eri too. Make sure you put the positive reinforcement because nothing has exploded, and Ursa is not trying to kill everybody. So
That's true.
Irie dumps the loud load of burnable things on top of the pile and goes back into the house.
Thank you.
Melanie gonna walk off with Thaddeus.
So Thaddeus takes you and Lord Silky to a dark, or a little, shaded part of the woods
Mhm.
with a clearing and goes, alright, I don't want y'all getting in trouble, but, please don't tell the boys. They'd be freaked out. And then he transforms from a red cat into a medium-sized red dragon.
She's gonna go.
And he goes, I'm still a young one, but I always did want to sing, and it's easier to get into college if you look like a kitty.
Aww.
Do you feel like a better as a cat or as a dragon?
Well, I'm like the wind. I like to blend wherever I go.
Oh,
But
that's
if you need to show up with a red dragon, I'm willing to tag along.
I have an idea. If we show up with you as a red dragon and you perform your music, I am pretty sure that she would be like, oh, you're good on your own. and you could go off and do whatever you want to do. And I am sure all of us, as royalty, would like to.
Lilani, you want to hear my music?
I really enjoy supporting the arts, and I know that not everything sounds good to everybody because our ears are so much different. But I know that you love to do it, and she said she's gonna pats his ankle because if he's a medium-sized dragon, she's suddenly got even shorter. Pats his ankle.
He's a young red dragon. He's not like you've encountered babies. He's like he's like 50 years old.
So he's about the size of a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still. So she's just, patting his ankle. We're not going to take you there if you don't want to go, but you're old enough and wise enough and experienced enough to speak for yourself.
I want to go see what this lady's collecting all these younger dragons for. I'll go with you, and then I'll twirl you around the floor at the ball if you don't mind.
Okay, don't get me excited. Do you mean you're going to do a dance or you're going to actually twirl me? Because that would be amazing. Like a top?
Well, I don't rather know how to dance without twirling my partner, honestly.
It's okay, you are still young. You missed everything, absolutely. But, so, we're going to go to the ball, and you're going to do your music, and then, do you want me to tell my friends about it, or do you want to tell them?
No, you can tell them.
Okay. I am glad that you trusted me to say this. It's sometimes very difficult to tell somebody about who you are truly. And it is an honor for you to have shared that with me.
And he transforms back into a bright red tabaxi and winks at you. Goes, let's get back to the boys.
Alrighty then, Mama is cooking.
Well, I'm famished.
She walks back. She looks. She can't stop smiling, even if she wanted to. She's just like, oh, it's been a perfect day. Like,
Aww.
all her babies are doing so well, and she got to stab somebody in the knee.
So, Yrsa, what's going on with you? You were checking to see how to message someone. Or are you helping with the fire at this point?
Might be helping a little bit with the fire, but checking in on Penny every time she heads back inside. And also going over to Mama, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, is there any way to get a fast message to... Well, we know the general area of where this child came from. There's a specific tower and a mage in the tower that is probably very worried about this boy. I believe if we get a message to this person that they will be able to come and take custody of the child.
Well, I would need more information on this mage, and also I figured that we were going to be going into a big fight, so I didn't actually prepare sending. So maybe we find some other way, send a letter?
I could certainly write a letter. The thing is getting it to its destination. Because I have no way of doing that.
Hasn't Lilani carried messages? Had animal friends carry them before?
That is a good idea.
Or we could always wait a day and see what happens with the sending spell, but it really does work better if I know the person.
We have a name and we have a location of the towers, so hopefully that will help. But it sounds like Animal Messenger will probably be a better bet. I will ask Lilani when she returns.
Of course. And how is Penny?
Penny seems to be doing well.
And he is at this point stretching his arms and legs and being like, wow! And booping the cat.
Well, it seems like he's adjusted all right. This is good. And I'll go back to the pot.
Could I Arcana check the pink cat? Like, why is the cat pink? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Okay. Just curious. Okay. Arcana, that's a 13.
So you get the idea that this cat, it's not really magical. This cat has been dyed or painted pink.
The poor cat.
And that this is a white cat that has been colored to be more aesthetically appeasing.
Oh gosh.
Whoa.
If Yrsa hears that, she's gonna go over and she's gonna pet the cat. Just kind of like, you poor kitty. Poor kitty.
I'm a kitty purse.
Oh, it's just like, do you want to come with me, buddy?
Kitty
And Ed
perks up her
Scratch-
ears.
scratch behind the ears.
Mage, hand over some meat so you can feed the kitty
Yes, I shall feed the kitty.
if you want.
Kitty is all about that meat.
Mhm.
General, what's going on with you?
I'm happy to tend to this bonfire. Because this is some really nasty stuff. And you know, try to get that going, however. See what there is to get it started. Because I think we've just been piling stuff up so far. So I think I need to actually start.
If Irie was bringing stuff out, Irie has no concept about how to build a fire. Apparently, you just throw lightning at things. So
No idea what it is or why it burns.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's like, in spite of that big conflagration that happened on that island that time, it's like there was a lot of fire there. Yeah. So she's gonna get this going somehow. Yeah.
Irie will be happy to help with this mission.
All right. Wonderful.
Like,
Yeah.
I can bring out another Her reflex would honestly be to bring out another tentacle and be like doing lightning damage to the.
I mean, I figure. I don't know if any of the books are like such filled with so much evil, like they've been brought out too. Like, does this need extra kindling? I don't know, but she'll figure it out, and she's determined because she's like, no, I don't want this falling into anybody's hands. So
You mentioned there were some spell books.
Mm-hmm.
Spell books, I would be interested in nabbing as a pack.
like that whole bookcase, you want to check that out and see if that's you do that, because I don't really know enough about what's in there.
Cool. Yeah.
So in the meantime, I'm going to gather sticks and stuff and start lighting a fire. Anything that gets added, just bring it out.
Will do.
Mama, as you are stirring your soup, you see a face appear in the soup. Not like there's a head in the soup, but like at a moment when, you stop stirring and it becomes a smooth surface, you see Caraboss's face appear in the soup. I know you found a red dragon. Bring me what I owe. What you owe me.
And I bet Yrsa and hears this and goes over. And as far as I know, Lilani hasn't come back yet. So it's like, evidently what we found was a pseudo-dragon.
Not that shabby mockery that they tried to pass off as a dragon in a stupid attempt to fool me. Don't hide something from me. I want that dragon before you go to the ball, and then vanishes.
And then she looks at Layla, she looks at Mama and goes, I don't believe we have a dragon.
Unless... And then Mama's just gonna look kind of slowly at Penny. Do you think?
No, that is Pendragon. It's a common misconception.
But
Oh.
if Penny was a dragon, that would have been revealed after the polymorph thing with the magic
Maybe
came
it's
off.
not literal. Maybe he wears red. He's a Pendragon.
That doesn't seem right to me.
No, it does not. And if that is the case, I'm horrified.
At this point,
I'm not turning this little baby over. That is a no. I don't care how powerful you are. No.
I think there must be some kind of mistake.
Lilani is going to stop by the fire as it's getting started, and she says, "This is going to be a good fire. We can come out here and see if we've got some cookie-like bread and some chocolate and marshmallows and do a whole thing. Unless it's evil smoke, we have to watch to see if there's skulls or skeletons that come out in the smoke, or it turns on their faces and and then we've got to burn it again. Thank you so much." And she's gonna look at Thaddeus and she's going to pat him. Okay, so give us some time. I know the ball is in a couple of days, and I will come and find you if we decide to do things in a different order. Okay.
I wonder if Yrsa will come outside and just goes, we had a really weird call happen inside, and Mom and I are a little confused about it. But evidently, Carabas thinks we have a dragon. But the thing is, we were thinking possibly she means Pendragon, who's wearing red. But since she wasn't talking about the pseudo dragon, I don't know. It just seems like Carabas may have the wrong end of the stick here, and we may
How
need to
did she
explain
call
something. In the cauldron inside.
Where Mama is cooking.
Yes.
That is so rude. Jesus, okay. Mama, can you come out here, please? I know the soup is cooking, but I have something that I need to tell you all. And Lucky can watch the boy for a little bit, and Lord Silky will watch him too. But I have to tell you all something.
Irie looks up from her fanfic.
Irie, you have been reading so much. Come here.
The pages, they work better on land.
I can see.
Kindle underwater.
I can see how that is going to work. Come here. She's gonna go away a little ways away. Is that fence still peppermint?
No. It is a wooden fence.
She's going to look at the thing. Okay. This is actually an improvement, because the peppermint was just bleh. Okay. So, two things. I have found the red dragon.
Okay.
When? That...
Where was it?
Now that's where it gets a little bit complicated. It's not a baby. It's more like, how would you say, not a teenager, but a little bit in dragon years, past that. but still, it's a juvenile. Was it juvenile? Or me? Yeah, a juvenile.
Quarter-life crisis dragon.
Yeah.
Quarter of a century kind of makes you think.
Okay. Seems like that would be hard to hide somewhere. How would we have missed it?
Because as a juvenile, they have power abilities, and they know how to use them. And we have a friend that found you, Mr. Thaddeus. He is actually this dragon, and he trusted me enough to tell me this very personal thing. He is worried that we will be in trouble if we don't bring him, and he's curious to meet who is this person who wants him. So he is willing to go with us. And I thought that was very brave and kind of him.
Yes.
Indeed.
I wonder if she's still expecting a baby, and he walks in much older. That could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I told him we will not force him, so he is willing to go. But his ultimate decision to stay or not will be him, and I will not get involved in that at all. That will be between him and Barnabas, because he is his own person, and he just wants to be a musician.
Okay. Well, you're not going to like it, but, from what I remember of her, she's pretty insistent. So, how much time do we have?
She wants to meet the dragon before the ball, so not much time.
Does she expect us to just pop into our house and back again in less than, 48 hours?
Well,
I know.
magic
Well,
difference than that, but
Well, last time she has opened a magic portal to our location, so yeah, I expect she does in fact want things done quickly.
So what are we supposed to do? Go to the soup and lean over and wait for the lentils to move to the side and be like, oh yes, we're ready now, and then she opens up a portal.
Let me try something. And yours is going to pull out the axe and stare at it. Actually, never mind. We might want to do this with Thaddeus present if he's willing to go.
Okay, does everybody know and understand that he is a juvenile who is fully capable of making his own decisions, and we are just bringing him because he has decided that he is willing to go?
Yes.
Absolutely.
he should
And
be-
if he wants to leave, I will help him leave.
Exactly. Because I already have a vendetta against a cookbook. So,
Layla wasn't there for that, so now she has questions, but she will reserve that for another time.
It's just like the cookbook is the reason for all of the bread.
No,
Let
but
me
I mean,
defend
she wouldn't know that, so she's just like,
No, but it's like yours is
Yeah.
just like the cookbook. The bread is because of the cookbook. All of the bread.
And she just blinks a lot as she processes that. Okay, not asking any more questions right now, just thinking.
okay.
Like Mama and Lilani disappeared for an hour or so and came back with bags and bags of bread, with kind of blank, saddish look in their eyes.
The book makes more than bread. That was just the only thing you could figure out how to make. And then the imp thought you liked bread, so he made more for you.
Okay, all right,
so
yeah.
helpful.
Okay, and so for interest of time, Milani will go and talk to Thaddeus and tell him that we've got to go a little bit faster, and if he could come over there, and that she's told all the people, and we're going to go meet, and she's gonna start warning them. There's a whole bunch of little imps, and they're very much like Ursa. It's a whole thing, and there's it's kind of like her aesthetic is like really supposed to be intimidating and it's really just kind of like so much open space. So much open space and jagged edges. Like,
Well,
it's
that's good if you're having dragons around. You want them to have space.
but the jagged edges is what really concerns me. You know, it's like,
Yeah, that's not good for little ones.
and then there's like not any bright colors really. It's just kind of like, well, anyways, you can make up your mind. I'm not trying to talk you in or out of it. I'm just saying, if it was me, I would be thinking of some decoration schemes, you know, to bring to liven up, because you are so full of life. And she's good as she walks him back over. Okay, who wants to call her and say, we're ready?
You're just gonna bring out the axe and just kind of take a look at it and see if anything pops up. Maybe taps it.
This thing on?
So, the first time you tap it, nothing happens. The second time you tap it, you see the face of an imp. And it goes, she's here! She's here!
Well, I'm just going to look at Mama and then Thaddeus and be like,
And then a portion of the wall begins to glow.
I guess we go through there.
As everyone walks through, I'm handing everyone a bowl of soup to go, and I'm going to hand an extra big one to Irsa, just in case they ask for you to be warm. You just...
If Lucky wants to go with us, I'll carry Lucky if Lucky wants to be carried.
Yeah, Lucky will fly and land on your shoulder.
The dream.
I wonder if the cat will join us as well.
So the cat starts to walk behind you as well.
And I'm guessing
Yes.
Penny's coming with us because Penny shouldn't be alone in the woods.
well, Lonnie was going to recommend that the band and
Yes.
so on keep an eye out for him. Because again, she doesn't fully trust this famous, but she would just go along with what everybody else agrees, but that would be her
If he
recommendation.
stays in the forest, that's better.
I'd rather not have him go there either.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Just checking that we had like a sitter.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Okay.
you see the big turtle with the drum set on his back. You know his brother Fold. Come in and go, come on with me. We'll hang out and have soup.
We should leave them some bread to have with the soup.
We just open up a bag and leave it there. They can just help themselves. It's not going to.
And
Just,
you see Thaddeus just go, I'll be back pretty soon, boys. Don't get too excited without me. We're still going to play at that party here. And they kind of give him a nod.
Lonnie's gonna reach up to hold Thaddeus's paw as they walk through the wall.
Alright, so Thaddeus takes your your hand in his paw. And, too much Pugmire for me. And yeah, you all walk through the light and enter in that big stone area that you recognize now as Caraboss's throne room. This time there is no green flame. She is already on her throne and has assorted baby dragons kind of surrounding her.
Hello, Your Majesty, Highness person. I heard that you really needed to see us because you wanted to find your dragon.
So, my sisters thought they could fool me with that fakery. Well done, seeing through that.
Mm-hmm. We saw right through it 3 times.
Musician, come, join me. And you feel Thaddeus kind of tighten his grip on your hand.
Excuse me, he has a name, and I have been rude. This is Thaddeus. Thaddeus, this is the person I was talking to you about.
He kind of looks down and shifts his paw on the pleasure man.
It'll be okay. We are here. Mrs. Clinton. But maybe not show her why you're holding on to my hand, because I don't know what's going to happen if you turn into a dragon and you're holding my hand. But
sorry, I didn't hear that part.
she says, I don't know what's going to happen if you turn into a dragon and you're holding my hand. So maybe it's time to let go right now, but I will stand right here beside you.
And he looks at all of you and goes, alright. Yrsa, you feel pulling on the back of your robe.
Oh, I look down. I know what it's gonna be, but still.
You see that there are 3 imps who are now holding fire in their hands.
You could hurt yourselves. That seems very dangerous. It's unnecessary.
Cold. Fire for you.
I'm fine. Oh no.
Jess, does the cat have a swim speed by any chance? I guess not, right? Just checking.
I mean, they can swim.
But I don't think it has a swim speed.
Yeah.
No, let me look up cats.
Talk to creatures that can
They have climb speed.
Oh,
speed is my telepathy
you're
ability.
just going to pick up the cat and go, see, I've got this. This will keep me warm. Yes. I don't need the fire.
They look satisfied. And one of the imps purrs.
Okay.
And the cat purrs. And then the imps kind of skitter off.
Thank you. Thank you, friend.
As an emotional support animal.
So Thaddeus kind of makes some space around him, and then you see what Lilani has already seen. He transforms into a medium red dragon. And Karabas looks at him and goes, well, you're older than I expected, but still fit, still malleable. Come join your siblings.
Now, Karabas, he has his own career. He is an acclaimed musician, and a fantastic guide of a forest. Has his own, well, an entertaining one.
More of a vigilante, but technically that's true.
Wouldn't his talents be better redirected?
Wouldn't that be for him to decide? As such an older, wiser creature. Not helpless.
Or, you could talk to him directly, like he is an actual person, sentient, responsible, intelligent, talented, and wonderful individual who came here of his own volition when he did not have to. Your Highness, Majesty person.
He kind of looks down at the floor and says, ma'am, we've been invited to play at the Royal Ball, and it sure would be nice if me and my boys could do that, and then maybe I could check in with you and whatever you're planning, but I do like my life. But it's nice to know that there's other dragons and such around. She kind of stares daggers at him, and you see the fire in the middle of the room get ever so slightly larger. Very well. The royal ball. And I assume as princesses you'll all be attending. Every eligible maiden in the land and all that.
We weren't exactly invited. We're crashing.
I
We
know
were
exactly how that feels.
And I'm not eligible.
It feels terrible to be snubbed when you know that you belong somewhere, doesn't it?
Rather.
It's more a fact that this particular princess needs to be taken down a peg or two.
Okay, how about this? You can come to the ball too. How about that? You come to the ball too. You look all fashionable and stylish. You steal the show, and you get to see Thaddeus perform.
See what he's capable of.
Gladly. I'll see you there.
Oh, I am sure you will. This is all the dragons, though, right? We don't have any more dragons we're looking for.
Your debt is done. Thank you for your work.
Mm-hmm.
Razzle Splash will get you whatever you like from the treasury. I'm sure you've earned it.
There is one thing that we really, really, really would like to ask for, and you can say no, but I'm just curious. If you have, maybe in the treasury, some kind of magical cookbook.
Will I have a magical cookbook in the kitchen?
Yes, but I wanted to ask for that because it makes such high quality bread. But I didn't want to take your only cookbook.
Well, no, we certainly have several backup copies.
So can we have that one?
Of course.
Oh, thank you so much, Your Lady Highness Red
Do you
Majesty.
speak Infernal? Do you know how to use it?
I have been learning a lot of things lately, as part of traveling and so on, and I think it's important to continue. Continued education is very important, and I just would really appreciate having that book.
Of course. And she snaps her fingers. And you see a small impetus chef hat come running out holding the really big black cookbook.
Aw.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this book so much. I'm just going to take it and then bring it over to Mama and go, got it. Okay, so we have a party to go to. We've got beautiful dresses and everything. And it was very nice to meet you, even though you did not hire me originally. I feel that we are better as people from having known each other. Is there anything else that you need?
Just peace and solitude in my realm to raise my children.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that we would love to just leave you alone to do that.
If the offer to go to the treasury to get paid is still a thing that is readily available, I would like to get paid, particularly in shiny cool things.
Yes.
But I don't need an in-depth shopping trip, but
Right.
being paid is nice. I'm gonna go to a party, got my bills on the way, it'll be good.
Yeah, because, Layla's with you. She's like, I'm not in it for her. I'm in it for the coin. So, and to
Money's
save
not
the
all that I
baby.
love, but if I'm gonna receive it, okay.
I got a rebel army to fund, so just saying.
So what kind of things are y'all looking for?
I will say Ursa will stay behind
Okay.
while they go off and find things, because she wants to ask, is what I'm looking for in the treasury?
So you want shards, yes?
A way to find them.
There's a mirror in there that may be of interest to you. Not mine. I took this from my sister when I left. I earned it. But there's a hand mirror. May navigate you to what you want.
Thank you. And she's gonna search for that mirror.
Okay.
She'll probably ask one of the imps where it is. I believe they'd probably know.
Yes. So one of the imps shows you what looks like a compass until you open it, and it appears it is actually a mirror with a compass needle on it.
Is it pointing any particular direction?
It appears to be pointing north.
Okay. She's just gonna shut it and put it inside of a pouch.
Okay. Layla, are you looking for money or are you looking for items?
I think she'd be open to whichever might help her cause better.
Okay.
She's flexible, but you know, she's got a situation back home to deal with, so.
Yeah. No, I get that. Okay. So, let me see. Yes. You find... Oh, that sounds good for you. I'm just having a moment of me thinking. Sorry, give me a second. I find what you get. Mama, what are you looking for?
I
Or are you
am
just
looking
getting the book.
as much as I do love this book, I would like to look for something that could let me. I was so impressed with how Caraboss was able to check in on us. I would love to look for something that I could use to check in on people I care about.
Okay. So you find actually a hand mirror. It's a set. And, oh no, it's a hand mirror and a scroll. And when you look in the mirror, you can cast the spell written on the scroll and to see what's going on in any surface that you are looking at and communicate for 1 minute.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna try it. And I'm gonna cast, and I'm gonna ask to see little Miguelito. And I'm gonna probably appear on the surface of some sort of, like, I don't know, glass bottle or some sort of something he has in the nursery, and just look down and watch my little grandson for like a minute.
So you see Miguelito playing guitar, and a dog, kind of a mangy but nice looking dog, is howling alongside of him, and he seems very happy.
Good bueno. Okay, good.
You look so happy, Mama.
Yes. I would show you, but I don't know if you could see.
No, that's okay. It's good to see you happy.
Oh, thank you, Layla.
Irie, you find a robe of stars.
Oh, what?
It is a dark blue robe embroidered with silver stars. You get a +1 bonus to saving throws while you wear it, and you can use an action to pull off a star and cast Magic Missile as a 5th level spell.
Oh, F yes!
And you can enter the astral plane while on it. Here, I'll send you the thingy for it. There you go.
Sure! I was gonna be like, is there any magical jewelry? But heck yeah!
And Layla, I think you will like this because you run into a lot of weird critters. So you find a bag of devouring.
Oh.
It's like a bag of holding, but it eats things and makes them vanish forever.
That's interesting.
It's good for getting rid of monsters.
It's also good for spies if you want to get rid of things.
Yes.
Yeah. She kind of chuckles. Yeah, this'll do.
Lilani, anything besides the book?
Leilani does not trust anything that comes from this woman.
Okay.
And so she's just got her book, and she's good with this book because she gets to go deal with it as she sees fit.
Okay. And once you have your stuff, a green fire opens in front of you, but it doesn't feel hot.
Is Thaddeus returning with us now, or is he coming later?
He is going to come now.
Okay. Just making sure.
Is this like a transportation fire thingy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Leilani is not waiting. She's got her book, which is as big as she is, but she's got it strapped to her back with her stuff, and she's just walking along. She says, okay, it's time to go now. I wouldn't say that it was nice, or that I had a good time, or that, I really would come back anytime, but I will say I really respect you, as a leader, and, well, I'm going to go now, and if you ever need something rescued or so on, I will be checking in on the dragons and you. But have a good life. And she kind of, she's coming to the party, so I can say goodbye later. And she's going to look to Thaddeus. Are you ready to go?
Yes, ma'am. I will
All right.
see you at the ball. And bows to Caraboss and his little brothers, little sisters, gives a little wave to the dragons, and changes back to being a Tabaxi.
And she's not wasting any time. She's just going through. If she's gonna make sure she walks through at least one person, though.
Okay, so Thaddeus will walk through first.
Yep. And Melania is going to walk after him.
Okay. You basically come out right by the bookshelf in the cottage.
Okay. Okay, but she's gonna wait for everybody else. She's gonna get out the way, but she's gonna wait for everybody else.
Go through.
All right. And you all see Penny kind of trying to play guitar while the Big Ben, Brotherfold, and Billy Blue are all howling and playing flute, drums, and singing. And
That's
it's
just adorable.
Cacophonous. They're like, see, you got what it takes, son. You could be in a jug band.
I'm gonna go adjust his hand position as much as I can. No, not like this, like this. There you go. That's better. Sit up straight.
And when you come out, they kind of look at you and go, Where have you been? It's been a whole day.
Oh. Did not realize time travels differently there. Interesting. Anyway.
Well, welcome back. Did y'all have fun?
Yep. We got things that we needed, which is good.
And you all get a level for saving a dragon. Even though he wasn't really saved. You delivered one.
Yes, but if Yrsa saw Mama Socorro with the mirror and knew it was a communication device, would ask if we could contact that wizard, magic user person of Penny's. Hypatia, that one. Ask if you could use it to contact Hypatia, because that would be a lot faster than Animal Messenger.
You can try.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have Penny describe in detail Hypatia to me and cast the spell.
So you see an older woman with white fluffy hair, almost like candy floss, in long blue robes and a big hat, washing her face. She goes, "Oh! Who are you?"
Oh, I'm so sorry to alarm you. I'm not your reflection. Don't worry, you still got time. Not that this is a bad thing. Anyway, we have a young friend of yours, Penny, a Pendragon.
You have Penny?
Yes, he's been a bird for a long time, but we are here at a cabin in the woods.
Minzy got him.
Yes, but we got her, so...
She takes all my birds.
Not anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, why don't you come see for yourself?
I'll be right there.
Excellent.
And as soon as she says that, the wall that had the potions on it explodes. And any potions that you didn't collect shatter.
Axe is out.
And you
What?
see
What?
like fizzing on the ground, some of the live plants start to die. Some of them seem to turn into other plants. And that same woman with a towel around her neck is standing there. Goes, "Penny!" He gets up, drops the guitar, and runs into her arms.
It is so sweet. Then Lalani gets a ding kind of idea in her head, and she goes, "Oh, the dresses!" And she's gonna take off running. She says, "I will see you later. I got to go make sure they're still watching the dresses. It's been a day. And something could have come to get them. Oh my goodness." She's going to take off running. Lord Silky is gonna give his aunt just trundle into airy. We'll hear him as he stops. Once more into the breach. This has been such a stressful 72 hours. But through our stress, we are made from coal into diamonds. And so I follow my mother to the next quest. You know, and he follows behind.
Amazing.
I love him.
Irie's gonna lean over to Mama. If whoever's not immediately engaged with Hypatia at this point.
She's just pretty much hugging Penny and not paying attention to anybody. Or the mess that she made.
I'm just gonna ask somebody, what's coal? Is it turn into diamonds? I don't understand.
It takes a lot to make that happen, but yes.
Cool. Just wondering.
Hypatia stops and looks at you all and goes, "Thank you for my boy. He's learning. And he struggles, but we're getting there. And I don't have much to give you other than well, if you ever need the world's most powerful sorceress, we've met now. Penny, let's go." And at that, she takes him by the arm and flies out through the hole Ursa made in the ceiling.
Oh,
She does know how to make an entrance and an exit. I really have to respect that.
And you just hear Penny go, "Bye, thank you."
Bye, Penny.
you're welcome.
Although, I have realized that we have now sent that child back to the magic person that turned him into a bird in the first place.
To teach her to fly.
We can always check in. We can always check in on him.
Yeah. I think the problem was that there were people who made that or tried to make it more permanent, and that was against his will. He didn't seem to mind being a bird initially.
That is true. I just wonder how responsible of a guardian this is.
And if there is nothing else to wrap up, that is where we will leave this part 1 of the finale, or part 2, which I guess means
Part
next
2.
will be part 3, which means next week is the official end all beat all. Princesses go to the ball. Wrap this shit up. Dragons are rescued. Let's have a party.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jess. You can see me on Twitter at Miss_Jess03. I write games and supplements. And you can come back on Tuesday here or on the Onyx Path to see me and Lynn and Honey play Paws and Claws, The Lost Tales of Pugmire. And on Fridays, here, not on the Onyx Path, to see three tieflings playing the Uncaged Anthology, one shot at a time. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Ivory, tell us who you are and what you do.
Ha! I eventually find the mute button. That's what I do. I'm Margaret May. I'm Margaret May out across social media. I write. I mostly write. I also play on streams, and it's a lot of fun. I've designed some healing potion pins that you can check out on my Etsy store. They're enamel. Yeah, so it's because everybody forgets how many D4s you roll, and now you don't have to. You'll always remember. I have content coming out in... Well, I had content in Uncaged Volume 2, and there's additional content in Uncaged Volume 4, which the release date is public now, right? We all agree it's the 18th of this month?
18th.
Yeah.
So next week.
2 days.
I designed a bunch of items that are in there that are very much based on people who protest. So if you like that kind of stuff and think your characters would, check it out. And also because there's a bunch of amazing other stuff. That's me.
Christina, Mama Socorro, tell us who you are and where we can find you.
Hey everybody, I'm Christina. You can find me on Twitter at D20Xtina. I also create content through writing. I've got some stuff coming out. Yeah, that's all I can say. But yeah, come say hey.
Lynn, our general, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, everybody. I am Lynn Meyer, and I, like my colleagues here, I write stuff, I edit stuff, I stream stuff, I consult on, sensitivity readings and all kinds of things like that. So if you want any of that, come and look me up on Twitter, and you'll see some of my areas of specialty. As an editor, I'm really excited because there's 2 things coming out soon, one of which is Book of Seasons Equinoxes. There's part 1 behind Jess, so I got to edit some of that. And then there's Unbreakable Anthology, which I was so pleased to be an editor for. That is an Own Voices Asian adventure anthology written by Asian authors. So be on the lookout for that. So that's the kind of stuff I do. So find me on Twitter.
Yrsa, Zan, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Zan Larson, also known as Pale White Red on the Twitters and Instagrams, and I do a lot of art stuff. I do a bit of writing, such as I wrote a module for Uncaged Volume 2. I also did 2 art pieces for Volume 2 and 1 art piece each for Volumes 3 and 4. Also, the art of Macaulay on stream, because I hardly ever mention it, but I did all of the portraits for the princesses, and I did some art for Book of Seasons as well. So, right back there.
And lastly, never leastly, Leilani Savor, Honey and Dice. Who are you? What do you do?
I am Honey, aka Honey and Dice, and I am basically everybody's biggest cheerleader. I am the creator of the Embrace the Initiative workshop, which strives to help new and existing DM, GM, storytellers, whatever title you want to put on there, become more confident and comfortable leaders in your hobby. It's more about heart than it is stats. I have a new workshop coming out to teach basic cybersecurity, cyber safety, and so on for small creators, content creators, and so on, because they currently are the target for most cyber bad actors and threats these days. I can be found on streams, usually with Jess or someone else in this wonderful group of people. Eartha Kitty every other Tuesday on Onyx Path on the Pug Meyer stream that is ran there. Princess Leilani Savor here. Biscuits or Bisquelia Honeysuckle, aka Biscuits on Uncaged Live streams. And I spend a lot of time over at the Scraticus Academy channel on weekends where they have new DMs or charity events. And shout out to them. They raised over $6,000 this weekend for St. Jude's. And it was 24 hours of tabletop content. It was really amazing to see everyone come together for a wonderful cause, and that's why I participate in things like this, because it's a beautiful community, and like I say, remember to love your you. If you can't today, I love you, and obviously there's lots and lots of other people who are loving you and cheering for you in your corner too. So that's who I am and what I do.
Love you all very much. Thank you so much for joining us. And come back next week for the final, official, last one, finale. Mwah. Thank you so much.